I desperately want it to be like Emma and Noah together, like
Really?
working together. I want Emma to be crazy. I want her to like not know what she's doing, and like Noah's like a puppet master,
Yeah.
secretly completely malicious. I think that'd be really fun.
That would be really fun. Scream, this show, season 2. I want to know this. How do people still live in Lakewood? Like, with all that's going down in Lakewood, how do you still live there?
A serious sense of denial. That's what the state is. It's not Colorado, it's the state of denial.
That's a good way of putting it, because there's no other way to explain it. That you
really
would still be there with all that's gone down there.
Especially since last week, episode 7, there was that, I mean, we have a carnival. And everybody's like, okay, I know we're all dying, but let's, or episode 8,
Let's go celebrate with
everybody's dying, but let's celebrate instead.
Well, you know, I like that whole thing of like life goes on. You got to keep,
Yeah.
but you just got to watch your back.
Big time.
So your character is kind of responsible for what's going down in the city,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and she hates that.
In the last episode, we got to find out that, okay, talk about it. So
Okay.
there was a recording.
So when Audrey came clean to Noah, Noah accidentally recorded said conversation, and Zoe came along and found it and proceeded to send it in an email. We don't know where it went from there, so that's kind of going to be next episode is how did the recording get into Emma's hands.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the recording got into Emma's hands.
And Emma's your friend, and Emma has been dealing with a lot. So what could we see unfold with, I mean, how is she going to like react to it in the next episode? Is she, you know?
What happens is Emma gets mad. It's Audrey's worst nightmare is confirmed. When Emma finds out, she's livid, and basically it seems like Emma's not going to be able to forgive her. And so episode 9 is a lot of Audrey trying to do damage control and figure out her version of damage control is finding out who screwed her, who sent that file. And so it's a really intense episode for Audrey, especially just trying to figure things out and heartbroken that Emma is so angry.
So if you could write the show and you were gonna like take the veil off of who this murderer is, right? Like, and you were to write it, who would you want to point the finger to?
See, if I say anything, then it'll either confirm or that this person that I say is not the killer, or I'll just be saying the killer. So I'm kind of in a catch-22 here. But I desperately want it to be like Emma and Noah together, like working together. I want Emma to be crazy. I want her to like not know what she's doing, and like Noah's like a puppet master, secretly completely malicious. I think that'd be really fun.
That would be really fun. A question I had from a fan is, can we all trust Audrey? You have that look on your face. I don't know what that look is for.
Audrey will always be hiding something. That's just in her nature.
Okay.
And Audrey's had a lot to deal with throughout her life. Her mom with cancer, her dad, kind of a sort of, he's a pastor, but he's not very touchy-feely and he's not very connected. So Audrey's got some stuff going on in her past that has built up, and she reacts to things the wrong way sometimes, and when she realizes she's done something wrong, she likes to hide it. She's not very mature yet.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of growing to do. So you can trust Audrey for the most part, but just know there's always something underneath.
I feel like something's brewing.
Always.
What's it like filming this show?
Crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
It must be fun on set. And you guys are
is.
all like, you know, young, and I could assume like offset you guys are doing a lot of jokes or.
Oh yeah. We all hang out the whole, because we shoot on location in Louisiana. So it's not like at the end of the day we all go back to our separate lives. At the end of the day we all go back to these places that we've rented for the time that we're shooting, and then we're like, but now what? We only have each other. We have to hang out.
So you guys are like a family.
Yeah, they are definitely my family. I love them with all my heart.
So I want to ask you about this. A show like this, Scream, when you get the script, like you don't know if you're going to be alive.
Oh no.
So I mean, is it heartbreaking when you see some of your friends who are like having dinner with you the night before, and then the next day they get the script. I'm assuming that's how it happens. You get the script the day of, or
no, actually we get what we call killer phone calls, and it will be the showrunners or
That
some
sounds scary.
Yes, it is. It's
sounds
terrifying.
as scary as filming this show. Like
It is. Like if you get a phone call and you see it's from production or from the showrunners or the writers or something, your heart sinks immediately. You see it and you're like,
not me, not me,
oh,
not me.
no, please don't be the phone call that I'm afraid of. And you always answer the phone and like they try to keep it very like, hey, so just want to let you know, how are you doing? Everything's going well in the writer's room. This season is looking great. And then you're sitting there going, okay. Okay. And one of the friends, of course, people on the show die all the time, but one of my friends got the killer phone call and was just, I heard some snippets of it, and they came back into the room after the rest of the phone call, and they just said, okay, well, we are going to have a hell of a week. We're gonna go out, we're gonna finish all my stuff, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna have fun every night.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the way you gotta do it. It's
Kind of
when
like
you know
graduating college or graduating high school, right?
Yeah. It's like you know you're not gonna be there for the rest of the time, so you gotta make the most of the time you do have.
Yeah.